Hello, my name is Jordan Langdon, and I'm the Executive Director at Families of Character. It's so good to be with your parent community. Thank you for inviting me. Listen, one of the topics that doesn't get much attention at all in family life is this idea of cultivating a giving mindset. What do I mean by a giving mindset? Well, what I mean is helping out, pitching in, functioning as a team, a unified team where everybody is working together. Listen, my advice comes from 20 years of counseling and coaching clients as a clinical social worker and as a parent. My husband and I have been married for 18 years and we have three children, ages 16, 11, and 8. So we have experience in this realm of developing a giving mindset, and we've definitely experienced the benefits of it. So today I want to talk about something interesting. Number one, we are biologically hardwired for giving or helping. Isn't that awesome? That means that our brain produces what we call a positive feedback loop anytime we help someone else. Anytime we go out of our way to do something for someone else, our brain gives us positive feedback for that experience, making us want to help even more. You can see how this would be very helpful in the context of your children pitching in and helping out and working together as a team. Well, let's take a look at something that happens in family life when we have a newborn. So your baby is born, and what happens? You feed them, you clothe them, you entertain them, you make sure that they have whatever they need whenever they need it. And that's natural, right? They're dependent on us. So we are giving and helping them, and they are the recipients of our helping and our serving. So that feels good as a parent to know that we're giving our kids everything that they need to thrive. But what often happens as families is when we get a little too busy and we're moving from one thing to another and family life is getting going and it's fast paced, is somewhere around 12 to 18 months of our child's life when they start walking and being able to open the cupboard door and do things for themselves, is that spirit of giving, that biological hard wiring in their brain kicks in, and they want to help and serve. You'll notice a toddler will pick up a toy and hand it to you, and then they're so happy when they've given you something. You notice that if the doors of the cupboards are hanging open, they'll want to shut them for you. They want to do something for you, and then they light up. They're so excited when they're able to contribute and do something for you or for someone else in the family. But when we get going and we're going at the speed of light and family life is chaotic, we can start doing those things for our kids, which sometimes gives us that positive feedback that the house looks clean and the toy room isn't disorganized anymore. And we start cleaning up after them with meals when they can actually clean up for themselves. And so what happens then is we deprive them of those opportunities to give, to help, and to serve. And why is that a problem? Well, that's a problem because when we are serving other people, when we are helping other people in our family on a regular basis, we are actually the most happy. We are being the best version of ourselves because we are giving our best talents and gifts for the good of another person. So if we continue to do things for our kids for 3 years, for 5 years, for 10 years, all of a sudden they are in a consumer mindset where they are being fed, they are being helped, they are being served, but they are not serving others. This is where you will see problems like entitlement. They feel like they need to be paid to do something that's helpful. Their temper tantrums are spiking, and you notice that they're irritable and they're fighting with their siblings. If you run into these problems with your children, please go back to this session and think, This is a problem of them not giving and serving and helping. That's what this is. And that will help you with a solution to all those issues. So listen, I want to give you some practical ideas for how to cultivate a giving mindset in your home as a team. At Families of Character, we love monthly challenges in the home. So for example, one of the things that we do at our house is for an entire month, what we do is we draw a name of another person in the family. And say I have my 16-year-old son. For the next 30 days, I'm going to do one thing every day for my son that's helpful, something that's specifically about him and for him, where I might not get any benefit from doing it myself, except for that positive feedback loop that we get when we help. Listen, you can do this in your own family too. Little kids love this. If you gamify the experience where you say, okay, we're going to draw a name and don't tell anybody who you got, but for the next month, every day you do one special thing for your person. Kids come up with the most amazing ideas for how to help and serve, and you might be the recipient of their service and their gift. It could be a note under your pillow. It could be helping someone pick up after themselves. It could be giving a big hug when someone's not feeling well. I think another great way to keep this going as a family challenge is to just keep track. Maybe print out a calendar and put a mark every day when you have done something for your person, and encourage your kids to make a mark on there too. And then each week, circle back as a family. Maybe on a Sunday evening, you say, hey, how are we doing with our challenge? Has everybody done something for their person today or for the last 7 days? And then reward them for doing that. So you make this a family affair and positively praise the efforts. You will notice the temper tantrums decrease. You will notice that your kids fight less and they get along better. You will notice that they feel more confident in themselves when they are helping on a consistent basis. We can't take away that opportunity for them to have that positive feedback loop of helping. We must cultivate this giving mindset in our kids. And what a better way to do it than by joining them and jumping in and doing it too. I want to leave you with one last thought. Have you ever been through the drive-thru at Starbucks or your favorite coffee place? What happens when you've pulled up to pay for your order and the person in front of you has already paid for your stuff? Doesn't that feel good? What a gift. You didn't even know them. They drove off. And what do you want to do? You want to pay for the person behind you. There is that positive feedback loop. It feels good to help, and it feels good to be helped. So this chain goes on and on and on for several cars in the drive-through line. Imagine that same domino effect among your own family in your home. Listen, I can tell you from experience, this is very transformative. It may seem small or insignificant, but it's not. Doing something small every day for someone else helps us get outside of ourselves from that consuming and that taking mentality to this beautiful giving and serving idea and mindset. And listen, if you want a tool for your kids to grow in a giving mindset, please go to our website at familiesofcharacter.com. We have a new kids journal for kids age 7 to 11. And inside, we have gamified the experience of being the best version of yourself through giving by going on secret missions. So if your children participate in this journal, they will be going on secret missions every day to do something to serve someone in your family. So check us out at familiesofcharacter.com. It has been a pleasure to be with you.